Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. We're moored at Sonning above the lock on the lock moorings, and what a difference a day makes. The torrential rain of yesterday afternoon and even worse in the evening has passed. We've got blue skies. I think there is more rain in the forecast for today. Maybe sunshine and showers this afternoon, but after today the forecast is that the weather is going to improve immensely. It's going to warm up, the sun's going to come out, we're going to have the top down, and it's going to be a much nicer experience. But the plan today is we're going to head further downstream. We're going to stop off at Ship Lake Lock for services. We've got rubbish to sort out, we desperately need to fill up with water, bits and pieces, and then we're going to head on further downstream and really see how the mood takes us, because we may stop at Henley if we can find somewhere to moor there, or keep going and stop off at Marlow, spend the afternoon there. So that's the plan, and we'll see you later.
So welcome back to part 2 of our trip down the Thames to Windsor and back. This part starts with us dropping down through the beautiful Sonning Lock. It's always a happy place to be with the gardens there, and we headed on down through Wargrave towards Henley. Unfortunately, all of the lock facilities at Ship Lake were closed, so we had to continue on downstream looking for somewhere to drop our rubbish off and fill up with water. Through Henley, there were plenty of spots to stop and moor, so we stopped there on the Mill Meadow, which is a lovely place to moor up, and we headed into Henley for a bite to eat and a wander around, to do a bit of shopping, just enjoy the surroundings. After our wander, we headed back to Marji Bee for a drink aboard, and then the boat that started the boat owning journey for us moored up in front of us, Pt2 from Bygone Boating. There's been a few modifications done to her with some sliding hatches and rear canopy, which, if I'm honest, I don't really like. I think it spoils her lines. This is her when we hired her back in 2022. I think she's got beautiful lines there, and I prefer her to be left, but I think even now there's still a Starcraft underneath her, and we still love her. Weather continued to improve, more blue sky appeared, and the sun was making an appearance. So as we headed on downstream, we first stopped off at Hobbs of Henley to fill up with with petrol. Although I think from the price there, I'll walk to a petrol station next time if I can. We headed on down the regatta course, which was still in place, and on towards Marlow. And we passed the King's Swan Uppers on the way down river as well. We seem to always be on the river in July and seem to always see them. Would you know it, just as we were approaching the waterfront in Marlow, a boat pulled away and we slipped in there, so we thought we'll stay in Marlow overnight, which was a nice touch. And as the evening drew in, we watched a few of the early arrivals for the Henley Traditional Boat Festival, which was due to happen later that week and over the weekend. With the slightly shorter than planned day yesterday, just going from Henley down to Marlow, we did need to get all the way down to Windsor for this evening, so we set off, quite early for us to make the trip down to Windsor and Eton. And as you head downstream, you do find yourself looking at some of the beautiful houses that are on the banks of the Thames. I don't know, it's kind of lottery territory for most of us, but I'm happy with just looking and dreaming at some of the lovely places that we pass on the way, especially around Marlow, Wargrave, and down through Maidenhead as well. And as we head down out of Cookham Lock, you head onto the Cliveden Reach, home of the infamous Cliveden House. It's a hotel now owned by the National Trust. Infamous because of its intrinsic link to the Profumo affair, Christine Keeler and all that, but also the home of my 50th birthday. We stayed there for a couple of nights just before Christmas in 2019 and had a lovely time there. as we emerged from Bolter's Lock, we had a wonderful surprise after seeing the bait starcraft that started the journey for us, as this flotilla of various models of bait starcraft was making its way up to the traditional boat festival. If we didn't own a Freeman and I had enough money, I'd own a bait starcraft. I really would. I absolutely love them. I think they're beautiful boats.
Beautiful. Morning.
And as we pass under Isambard Kingdom Brunel's amazing Maidenhead Railway Bridge, we head onto the Maidenhead stretch of the Thames and continue our coveting of beautiful Thames front houses. The end of the Maidenhead reach is marked by Elaine Roux's 3 Michelin star restaurant, the Waterside Inn. I've not had the pleasure of eating there, but Petra has. Oh, I'm not jealous. Now, I lost a lot of footage of us arriving at Windsor, but this is some accidental recording of us finding that our mooring that we wanted below Eton Bridge was free.
It's free.
Oh, yes! Right. Woo! Get in there.
Get in!
As you can see here, it's quite an exclusive mooring, so we were so happy that it was free for us to stay there overnight. And we had a little wander around Eton in the afternoon and stopped off for a glass of cider in a pub, and then headed into Windsor for an evening meal and back to Marji Bee to enjoy a lovely warm evening on the boat, enjoying the lights of Windsor over the river. So that's it for part 2 of our journey. There is one more part that I'm putting together to cover our trip back home. If you like this, please do hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see the last part and any of our future adventures, please do hit the subscribe button as well. It's totally free and it will put any future videos on your feed. See you soon.